Please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Welcome traders to this week's analysis of currency pairs. My name is Vic. Thanks for joining me in this analysis. Let's start with DXY as usual. On DXY, I've already posted a new analysis. If you haven't checked that out, then you should. But what we're looking for is that right now, because the market is consolidating, so you might find opportunities. If you are trading DXY itself, then you might find opportunities both bearish and bullish. But in terms of medium to long term, what we're looking for is that market may actually come down to this 90.9 level, around that level. That's the bearish side of it. And if the market starts to go upwards, then we are looking for 97.17 level. So we'll see how DXY is going to behave around these important levels that we identified in our DXY analysis. Okay, so let's go and check out the currency pairs that we have. Okay, so we'll start with EURUSD because that's very important. Let me just quickly remove this. Okay, so what we have here is that market is again consolidating, which is kind of mimicking the behavior of DXY, because if DXY is consolidating, then EURUSD will also be consolidating, and that has been giving us very good opportunities. Because if you are familiar with FCP WNM patterns, then you know exactly what needs to be done. You can play these WNM patterns again and again. So this is a W pattern, that's why the market is falling down. Okay, and the next one that we have is somewhere like this. We have this M pattern here, that's why the market is going upwards, and then we have an extended W pattern here, that's why the market is falling down. Okay, so you can keep on playing these opportunities, and you do not have to wait for breakout opportunities. You can just play these consolidations as well, which most of the retail traders actually hate. So here is very good example of how you could have done this. So there is a tradable W pattern here, and that basically said in advance that market was going to go down. And if you think about it, the overall fall was near about 175 pips. Okay, and this is what you could have taken with WNM patterns. Okay, so right now what we can see, if I go back to the weekly time frame, right now what I can see is that market is consolidating again, and that is telling me that we're going to have more WNM patterns. That basically means that we'll have a lot more opportunities. Each WNM pattern gives us 2 opportunities per pattern, so that means we'll never be short of opportunities. So if I come down to daily time frame, what I see that market has created this W pattern, and that's why it has fallen down. And if I draw Fibonacci on this, I see that it has come to 50%, which actually tells me that if it starts to fall down, then it is expected to come down to this level, which is going to be around here. And if it starts to move upwards, then we'll see where it can go to. So that's an important level. Another level that is important around here is this one, and you will notice that most of the action has happened around this level as well, automatically. Okay, so this is what we have on daily. If I go to the 4-hour time frame, I see 2 W patterns in formation. One is like this, another one is approximately like this. If you're not able to spot them, this is how it is looking. And there is another one which is kind of a weird one, but nonetheless this is a W pattern as well. So if the market comes around here, or even if it actually starts to go down from here, then we are expecting it to fall to this level. Okay, how do we know where it is going to go to? So if I draw Fibonacci on it, it can go up to this level. This is what we are looking at, and this is also a level which is also important in this case. Okay, so these are the levels that we are looking at, and if the market actually comes around here in this FCP zone, okay, if it comes around here around this level. We'll have an FCP zone, which is basically Fibonacci Confluence pattern zone. We'll have several factors lining up in there. If we have several factors lining up in there in that zone around this level, and if we get a confirmation, then we'll go for a short. Okay, so that's what our plan is. If it actually reaches this level, then we will go for a short. If the market goes through this, it goes through this zone, then we are looking for a long position based on the retest. So that's what the plan is, and we'll keep on playing with this. Okay, and on the bullish side of things, let me go back to the daily time frame to see what we have. Let me quickly remove this. Okay, on daily time frame, we have this W pattern forming right now. It has actually formed, and let's see if there is any other one. Okay, yes, so perfect. Okay, so we have this level, and we also have this level right there. So these are important levels for EURUSD. Let's see how the market plays out. So this is what I have on EURUSD. Hope you enjoyed this. If you found this analysis useful and this free education useful, then do not forget to hit the like button and put in a comment below this video. Okay, so this is EURUSD that we have, and these are the important levels. Okay, and then let's move on to AUDUSD. Actually before that, shall we look at GBPUSD first? Okay, let's look at GBPUSD first. Okay, on GBPUSD, let's go to the monthly time frame. What we see, that market is consolidating right now. There was a huge spike to the bottom, which completed an extended M pattern, and it actually fell down, started to go upwards, and right now it fell because of that W pattern. And if you remember, we were able to take huge profits from this fall, and even in the last week we have been actually short from this because of this W pattern, and it will keep on falling because so far it has not actually completed its profit target. So I'm expecting GBPUSD to continue to fall further. So these are the patterns, FCP patterns that we had. So we had this W pattern, and then we also had this extended this another one, another pattern, and then because after W pattern market is expected to go down, it did, and then we had another W pattern which can actually go all the way there, but it completed, one of them actually completed right there. And that is why 2 weeks ago in my analysis I mentioned that market was going to go down, and it did exactly like that. So what we can do, because we are sort of resetting our analysis, so let's start looking at what's happening right now. Let's go to the daily time frame, and the market has created this W pattern here. There are multiple of them. Okay, then we have another one here. Okay, and it has also closed this gap which I was pointing out in my previous analysis, in my last analysis. Okay, so the market has actually closed this gap and also completed the W pattern, which was right at 78.6, and that's why it is actually falling down. There is no need of support and resistance in this case. There's nothing. Okay, and the market is falling down here, and so far it has not reached its profit target level, which is expected to be around here. So these levels are important for this market. Actually, this is going to be around here. Yep. Okay, so these levels are important for GBPUSD. And what are we doing? Okay, let's go to the 4 hour actually, just to be very clear what's happening right now. Okay, so we had this W pattern, which actually that's why the market fell. Now if the market actually starts to go upwards to this, we have an opportunity right here. So we have a zone here, and then we have a zone here, and that basically means that if the market actually comes here, I'll look for a short back into this. If the market starts to go down from here, then I'll look for a short into this, and this will be my intermediate level, obviously. And if the market actually keeps on falling, then I'm looking for what? I'm looking for Give me just 1 second. Okay, then I'm looking for something around here. Okay, so these are the levels that we have on GBPUSD. Hope you enjoyed this analysis. Hope you found this useful. If you do during the week or even later, then let me know. Do not forget to let me know whether you if this analysis was useful to you. Okay, let's move on to AUDUSD. Okay, on AUDUSD, what we have here is similar sort of situation, but AUDUSD is not looking as good as GBPUSD. There was good movement on GBPUSD. On AUDUSD, the movement is similar, but the overall range is not that good. Okay, so what we have here is, if I go to the daily time frame, the market has created this W structure, and that's why it is falling. Okay, and if that is the case, then we should be able to measure it, and this actually gives us a very good level here, followed by this level right there. Okay, and if I go to the daily time frame, what we got here is an M pattern, and that basically means that market is supposed to go up, which it did, and that basically means that we are right at that level. Yep. Okay, so these levels are important for us, and this is also an important level. Okay, so this is what the plan is going to be. If I see the market is moving upwards, and if I'm taking day trade or short-term trade, then I'll go for a long into this level. If I get a confirmation to go short, because I know that market has not completed its profit target for W pattern, W pattern, so it can actually fall down. That's why I'll be looking for a short here, and I will follow these arrows once these levels are broken and confirmed. So these levels are important for AUDUSD, and there is another one. Actually, give me just 1 second. There is another one which is right there. Okay, so next level is somewhere around here as well. Okay, so these are very important levels for AUDUSD. Hope you enjoyed this and found this useful. If you did, let me know. Okay, let's look at USDCAD. Okay, USDCAD is looking interesting here because it has something different as compared to EURUSD, GBPUSD and other stuff. Okay, so let's go to the weekly time frame. On weekly time frame, it is looking bullish right now. However, there is one important thing which is happening, and that is this trend line. Yep. Okay, so that actually shows me that it is kind of bullish right now, but it may not stay bullish for long. This candle may actually turn this candle actually, no, actually I'll take that back. There can be a bullish week after this, now because of this candlestick pattern that we have, and if that happens, then only we can look for a short position. So if I go to the daily time frame, why I'm saying is that is because of this pattern that we have got. We have got an M pattern that basically means that market is expected to go higher, and that basically means that it is looking for this level here. Okay, and this is also an important level, and yeah, so something like this is right there. Okay, so this is what we have. If the market starts to go upwards, then I'll be looking for a long trade. Otherwise, if the market starts to go down, then I'll be looking for a short right back into this level. And if I go to the 4 hour, on 4 hour time frame, okay, I see, yeah, there is a good opportunity around here. Okay, so these are important levels for me on USDCAD. They are, again, like, at each level, how do you play these levels is basically you go and look for confirmation of break of those levels, and then based on your confirmation strategy, whatever you're using, you need to look for like a decision whether you want to go long or short from that level. Okay, so this is what we have on USDCAD. Let's look at NZD USD. Okay, on L, this is looking very nice. Okay, so let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, yeah, this is looking way different to what we usually have on AUDUSD, because AUDUSD and NZD usually trade in similar ways, but you see there is a lot of difference here this time. Okay, so that makes it very, very interesting. If I go to the weekly time frame, I see that market has created a W pattern and it could be reaching a particular level. So if I just draw Fibonacci on it, it has reached that level. Okay, and if I go to the daily time frame, okay, right, okay, that basically means that, okay, right, okay, because that level has not been reached. Let me actually go back and try to draw it properly before I give you anything. Right, okay, so NZD USD, although it has created and completed this W pattern here, and it is expected to fall, and it is falling right now, but because that level is actually an important level, 6923, there are good chances that it can actually start to move upwards, and if it does, then I'll be looking for a short position in there. But I must admit that NZD USD after a long time is looking very good for trading. So this week I'll be like focusing on NZD USD. This structure is looking very good. It has like a good range to it, and it has been moving very nicely as compared to other currency pairs like AUD USD. It's just like consolidating. You can still play a lot in there, but the range, the daily range, and the openness of the structure is much better in NZD USD right now. Okay, and what you will notice is that we have a gap here as well. So because the market has created this W pattern, right, let's see if it actually, yeah, it can go higher, although it has completed the W pattern, but it can go higher to touch that level at 6923. And if it starts to go upwards, I won't do much because I'm looking for a short in this case. So if it reaches here, and if I get a good FCP zone here, then I'll be looking for a short, and basically I'll be looking for something like this. However, if the market actually starts to go down right now, then I'll be looking for a break of this level of 98100. Remember, we also have this particular zone of 68000, not 98, 68000, which is a good round number. So I'll have to be careful around that round number. So once that is broken, then I'll look for a short, and the market is expected to come and close this gap, which is also going to be, yeah, so this is an important zone that we have, and this is an important level. Okay. So this is what we have on NZD USD. My plan will be, if it starts to go upwards, then I might decide to take a long here, but my trading plan actually tells me that I should not be doing anything like that, because the market has created this W structure. That means it is more inclined to go down, so I should be looking for short position. So if market actually goes into this zone, then I'll look for a short. If the market starts to go down right now, I'll probably look for a day trade or something. My target will be around in this zone, and if this zone is broken, then I'll be looking for a short back into this 67565 level. So that's what my plan is on NZD USD. Let's see if we can include another one. Let's see USDJPY, because what I saw that USDJPY has actually started to move a little bit. So far you see there was a terrible price action, and that's why the JPY pairs usually I try to avoid them for a few reasons. One of the reasons is because of the spikiness and lack of the movement here. But let's look at USDJPY anyway. So we have huge movement upwards. So if we look at from weekly point of view, it's not looking anything good. This is not a healthy price action. I'm expecting that market will at some point in time it will create such a huge move that it will just eat this entire area up. That's what I'm expecting. So something like this is expected to happen at some point in time, which is going to clear this entire bad behavior. Okay, but what we have here is that on daily time frame the market has gone shot up. I don't know for what reason. If I go to the 4-hour time frame, we have a nice M pattern forming, which basically means that it is expected to keep on continue to falling down. However, there can be something which is important here. If I go to the 1-hour time frame, okay, yes, so if I go to the 4-hour back again, and if I draw Fib on this leg, see that this level is an important level for USDJPY. Okay, and this level is also an important level, but I'll be looking for 104 and 422 as an important level. Again, this entire area and structure is not looking very good for me as per my trading plan. So personally I'm not going to trade USDJPY, but if you are trading USDJPY, then you should be aware of these two levels. These are important levels. If I go back to the daily time frame, what do we have? Okay, yeah, there is something around here. Yep. Alright, so there are several WNM patterns here, and this is also, so far it is looking bearish. Yes, so this is definitely an important level here. Okay, and this level is also very important right now. Okay, so these are the levels that we are looking at. These are important levels for USDJPY, and as I said, I'll be not personally trading this, but if you are, then you can look for long or short positions around these levels based on your confirmation techniques. Okay, so this is what we had for this week's analysis on Forex pairs. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found this useful. There is a lot of free education in there, a lot of analysis in there. So please like the video and share it with other traders and trading communities, because they will also benefit from this video, from this analysis. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.